Welcome to another video of Divine Rhythm Family. This is your big brother, beloved. And you gotta know, I love you, I miss you, and I think I got a word for you today. And today we're gonna be speaking about the friend closer than a brother. Oh, yes, family. We're going to be speaking about the friend that's closer than a brother. See, we got to know this. Discerning the right friends to keep while staying sober. Mind you, this channel is about individuals who are wanting to take their spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, financial health serious as it relates to sobriety. All right, this is divine rhythm. We're going to get in the rhythm of the divine. So keep in mind, discerning the right friends, right, to keep while staying sober is an important aspect of maintaining a healthy and drug, alcohol-free lifestyle. All right. And of course, we're going to be going into scripture, and scripture offers several principles that can guide us in choosing the right friends for this exact purpose. Keep this in mind, y'all. I'm just going to give you three. The first one we're going to be talking about is shared values and principles, right? Shared values and principles. So when we're looking at that friend that's closer than a brother, right? We got to make sure that we got the same type of values and hold to dear the same type of principles. If we're going to be taking our health as a whole serious, we got to make sure the people that we're keeping around is taking their health serious as well as a whole, right? So keep in mind, we're going to go to Proverbs 13:20. As it advised, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffer harm. So when we're seeking out sober friends, right, it's important to surround yourself with people who share your commitment to living a righteous and sober life. Look for individuals who prioritize the same values and principles such as self-control, honesty, and moral integrity. Look at that. Self-control, honesty, and moral integrity. Think about that. If these individuals are not holding the value of self-control, right? Being impulsive, acting out of their emotions, making impulsive decisions as it relates to their health, then maybe these are not the individuals we need to be around or to surround ourselves with, right? Because, I want to take my mental health serious. So I may not be around pessimistic individuals. I want to take my spiritual health serious. So if you're not even praying over your food, I'm not saying that's not the reason to show love to you, right? That's not the reason to say that you're not a good person. But, you have to take a lot of different things into consideration, the people that you bring in your bubble, within your proximity, because those things are very, very important. Number two, supportive and encouraging relationships. Why? We're going to go to Galatians 6:2. The Bible instructs, carry each other's burdens in this way. You will fulfill the law of the anointed one, which is Christ. Seek friends who are willing to support and encourage you in the journey to stay sober, right? True friends will stand by you in both good and challenging times, helping you resist temptations and stay on the right path. See, if you got individuals who know that you're suffering from depression, who know that you're suffering from codependency, who know that you're suffering from addiction, and they don't take those things in consideration. And sometimes, and I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt, sometimes some people don't know what they're doing. Some people show love by pulling up with the bottle. Some people show love by pulling up with the gas. A bag of weed, for other, people that don't know that terminology. So you got to understand that, it's not that these people are evil individuals. They may have a lack of understanding of what love really is and how to display that, or, give love to another person, in other words. So keep in mind, you got to be self-aware, socially aware, and you got to make sure that the people that you're keeping in your proximity, the people that you're keeping around in good relationship with, right, they are supportive and encouraging to in regards to your health in a way. I know this is almost like this is almost like a given, but I think we don't do enough intentional work on people's behaviors and actions as it relates to our own health, and what they're doing that can affect us in certain type of ways that can come in between our sobriety in a lot of ways. So keep that in mind. True friends will stand by you in both good and challenging times, helping you resist temptation and stay on the right path. The third and last but not least, of course, is accountability and positive influences. I'm gonna say that again: accountability and positive influence. We're gonna go to 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Encourages believers to encourage each other and build each other up. Choose friends who can hold you accountable for your actions and choices. Friends who will help you resist the urge to drink or drug and instead make positive choices. Healthy friends will have a positive influence on your sobriety or serious commitments, sensible commitments, healthy challenges, right? And help you grow in your faith in recovery. Think about that. You know, there's another scripture that speaks about how the womb of a friend is better than the kiss of an enemy, right? So just keep in mind here. It may not be word from word here, but it's keep in mind that sometimes friends hold you accountable, and it may not feel good at that time. It may not feel like they're actually helping me out because they don't allow you to self-sabotage. Sometimes self-sabotage feel good to some people, right? Oh man, even though I know this piece of cake right here is counteractive to my physical goals as it relates to me wanting to go out and lose some weight and work out, or have a goal to may lose like 10, 15, 20 pounds. It may be counterproductive to my goals physically. Sitting around individuals who are constantly gossiping, constantly talking pessimistic, being pessimistic, talking about other individuals may be counterproductive to my emotional and my mental goals as it relates to where I want to be emotionally, where I want to be mentally. So just keep in mind, you got to have people around you who are going to give you truth as it relates to what your goals is. I know when I was in Florida, I was blessed with the opportunity to be at a rehabilitation center, and one of my goals, I just came back from Florida. Y'all probably don't even know that, but I just came back from Florida, and while I was there, it was the individual that was there that was speaking about just small goals. And when we're in these type of settings, we tend to look at the big Goliaths, right? The no more drugs, no more alcohol, gambling, things of that nature. The big things that can consume our lives and make it seem unmanageable. But the small things, right? One of the greatest mentors that I came across there, by the name of Art, this guy named Art, man, he said that addiction is in the mind. It's a disease that starts in the mind. So it's about your thoughts. It's about, the little goals. It's about making your bed in the morning consistently and staying true to that commitment. It's about the small things. I mean, some of my goals while I was there was no more cheese sticks. I found that I put the cigarette down, and I gotta now, take a look at the other things that I've been excessive in as it relates relates to, an addictive personality. A lot of individuals tend to have addictive personalities when you're in rehabilitation. So just those small things. It starts with those small things. And when you have individuals that can take a look at that and say, hey, look, if it's your goal not to have any cheese sticks, if it's your goal not to eat ice cream, if it's your goal not to drink, so many cups of coffee, to other individuals, that may be very, very small. But the fact that you have a friend or a mentor or an accountability partner, right, that could take a look at those goals and hold you accountable to hitting those small goals, even as small as did you make your bed this morning, right? Even as small as did you make your bed this morning. These things are really, really important because they see the benefit in the small things. They see the benefit in the details, right? It's always in the small things. You got to have 100 pennies before you get $1. You got to have 1 penny before you get 5, a nickel, right? So it starts with the small things, family. And when you have individuals in your proximity that can take a look at, beloved is trying to be serious about, his commitments. So me as a friend, me as somebody that cares about him, me as somebody that is supporting him in his recovery, in his journey to better health, I want to be able to not be a hindrance or somebody that comes in between his recovery, but somebody that supports him in a way that say, hey, look, I know that you have a goal to lose weight. Why are you eating chocolate cake? I know that you have a goal to stop vaping. Why are you buying another vape? I know that you have a goal to be a little more positive. Why every time we talk, you're gossiping, you're speaking, negatively, you're looking at things, in a way that doesn't project faith. We have to do work as individuals who love and support the individuals that we're coming across. But also that revising the individuals that are in our proximity that hold those same values, that hold that same accountability for ourselves, right? I hope I'm getting this across clearly here, because I think these 3 things, right? Let me just go back. First and foremost, it was shared values and principles. The people that surround you should share the same values and principles. Number 2, you got to make sure that they are supportive and that they are encouraging you in your journey to recovery. And number 3, last but not least, of course, they got to be accountable. They got to be able to give you constructive criticism with a sprinkle of grace. It's coming from a real place and a place of love, because this is your friend closer than a brother. And again, this is your big brother, beloved. I love you. You got to know we got another day above land. I pray that this helps somebody out there. And if it did, be sure to share this with another family member or a friend, or that friend that's closer than a brother. Again, like I said before, we got another day above land. I pray you take grace, take love, and save space. Till next time.